Hello, my name is Justin Hardy, and I'm one of the instructors for digital literacy. Since we aren't meeting this week for a live session, I wanted to take the time to go over the assignment that's going to be due at the end of this week, evaluating credible sources. So in addition to an overview of the assignment, I also wanted to take the chance to go over the difference between the research databases that we offer through the LA Film School Library databases and something like Google. So there's going to be a huge difference between the two in terms of how you're going to do your research. So understanding that difference will allow you to complete this assignment successfully. Now here's a basic overview of the assignment. Being able to recognize whether information or sources are factually accurate will assist you greatly as you learn more about your chosen industry, and it's also going to help protect you against misinformation. For this assignment, you're going to gather and evaluate information from several different digital research sources to compare and contrast their credibility. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to pick a topic about a company, a recent event, or a subject of your choice. And you're encouraged to choose a topic or recent event related to the industry or field that you are targeting for your career, but you're not limited to these. So if you want to explore a little bit, feel free to do so. Here are a couple of samples we've got for you so that you can have an idea of what we're looking for. You can choose a company, so Netflix, or a competitor such as Amazon Video or Hulu. You can also find articles about a recent event. So you can think about the business and financial decisions of major companies such as the NFL, or most recently, FIFA completed the World Cup, so you can find articles about that. Or you can find articles about the 2020 Olympics that are going to be happening in a couple of years. You can also select an industry topic for your articles, such as the impact of video game piracy on the PC gaming industry. Whatever you choose, you want to start by preparing. So here's how you're going to prepare. You're going to select your topic as described above, and you're going to conduct research using at least two different online information sources, at least one of which must be from the databases provided in the online library of the Los Angeles Film School. Now, let's take a look at what that looks like. So here is the basic login page for the Los Angeles Film School. This is connect.lafilm.edu. So that's where you're going to go to get to this page after you sign in. And you find the library by selecting the Resources tab. You can just hover over it and selecting Library, which is the very first option. So once you're in the library page, you can see the operating hours. You can email the library staff or C.R. Brown, who is the library director. But where I want to direct your attention is the online resources and the databases underneath here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the very first one, EBSCOhost, and we're going to check out this database and compare it to something like Google. So now I'm ready to select the Academic Search Elite. So this is going to be the database that we're going to use after I zoom out here. And we're going to compare how this works in terms of searching for specific subjects as opposed to something like Google before we return to the assignment. So let's take a look at Google here, and we've got our research databases open. So right now you can tell that there's a bit of a difference between the two. So let's go ahead and enter in our search term. So for this, I'm just going to type in something general like the word gaming. So if I select gaming here and search for my term, I'm going to get 23,924 results. So just under 24,000 results. So that's with the database. So if I use Google, what will I get then? Let's type in the same thing here. We're going to get 1.6 billion results from Google. So if we combine our search terms for both gaming and Xbox, you can see that we're left here with 446 results, down from our 24,000. And if we do the same thing over here for Google, what are we left with? Okay, so we're down from 1.6 billion to 443 million. That's a little bit better, I guess. But you can see here that the more specific you are with your database searches, the less options you're going to have when it comes to finding articles that might relate to your topic. So always start broad with your search terms and then slowly narrow it down until you find what you're looking for. And if we add another search term in here, let's say Xbox One, how many are we going to get now? 150. So we're still getting relevant search terms for our original searches, but our Since we have something much more specific, we're going to get a lot fewer results back. And if we do the same thing over here for Google, just as comparison, we're going to get more search results than we did for what we had last time. So Google's definitely going to be an anomaly, but you can use Google in addition to one of the online research databases offered by the LA Film School to complete your assignment. So it's easy to see between these two that you're going to run into results that are going to be maybe a little bit easier to find on Google, that might be harder to find on the databases, and sometimes vice versa. So it's important to use them both in conjunction, and it's really helpful to start with your databases first, find the articles that you might be looking for, and then use Google, because then your search is going to be a lot easier than if you do the reverse. So that's going to be the comparison between using the EBSCOhost databases and Google, and I hope that helps you understand how to best approach searching for your topic. Now we're going to return to the assignment here so we can go over the rest of the requirements. You want to explore some of the research and search databases provided this week. And we want you to go beyond common search sites such as Google, Yahoo, and Bing because they're good to use and we don't expect you to not use them, but you definitely want to get experience with using the research databases because beyond digital literacy, they are definitely going to be a requirement going forward in your future classes. So we want you to find at least 2 different articles about your selected topic, each from a different source. So one source from the databases here and one source from, say, something like Google. And that's going to be up to you about how you want to approach that and which one you want to use first. But I definitely recommend using the research databases first and then truncating and finding your results and moving those over to Google. You want to review the 10 C's concept from this week's Read and View activity links, and you also want to review the evaluation guide provided with this assignment in this instruction PDF. And we're going to go over that in just a few minutes. So what you want to do now is you want to prepare a written report or a slideshow presentation that analyzes the information from each of the 2 articles. So you might choose to create a text document with Word or a slide presentation with Keynote or PowerPoint. Whatever you choose is up to you. You may include screenshots, images, or other visuals to help explain your findings, whatever helps you get your point across and helps you explain what it is that you found in conjunction with the evaluation guide. So you want to state the topic that you decided to research. You want to list the 2 articles that you selected with full citations and URLs, and then you want to use the evaluation guide provided and answer the questions listed for each of the 2 articles. So let's take a look at the evaluation guide over here on page 3, and I'm going to go through each of these questions here. So what you want to do is for each of the articles that you select, one from the database and one from Google, and you want to answer all of these questions where applicable for each of those articles. Authority and credibility. Are the authors identified and who are they? What is the author's job title or professional affiliation if that information is available? Where does the article originate, and is it from a website, a periodical, or another source? Content and bias. What was the focus of the article? Is the article accurate and thorough? Does the article seem biased in any way in its point of view? And is the article trying to convince you of something? And if it is, does it succeed? And do the arguments seem sound? The next one is currency and continuity. What's the date or timestamp of the article? Has the article been revised, and if so, what was the last revision date? And does the publication have a solid standing and history for accountability? And the next is citations and links. Does the author or publisher list any sources or citations? And if so, how do these sources or citations make a difference to this article? And are there links or citations to other resources that enhance or support the information provided in this article? And if so, how do they lend credibility to the article, and are the links still active within the article? And the last is navigation and copyright. How easy is it to navigate the article? And is it, or do you find the information accessible through alternative sources, and what are those sources? So are there any sources at the end of the article that you can click on to see where they found their information? And the last question is there evidence that the article has been clearly copyrighted, and if so, by whom? These are the questions that you are going to answer for each of the articles that you choose, one using the online databases and one using a search engine of your choice. So after answering the questions for both articles, you want to include a brief summary, about 1 to 2 paragraphs, explaining which of the 2 research articles you believe is the most reliable and why you came to your conclusion. And here's an example of what a completed assignment looks like. And you can see here that we got an article from EBSCOhost, and we have a link to that article. And here we see that we have the answers to all of the evaluation guide questions for Article 1 and for Article 2. And at the very end here, we can see the paragraph that explains in detail which article is more credible. So this gives you a visual to work from in terms of coming up with and formatting your particular assignment when you're completed with it. So this should give you an idea to work from. All right, so that is the assignment in a nutshell. That is what we're looking for you to deliver. Here's how you're going to submit your assignment. You want to include your name and your student number with your submission, and you want to compress and upload your file to the LMS by Sunday night, and that's going to be the deadline at 11:59 p.m. Pacific time. Alternatively, you can provide an accessible, non-private link where your submission can be viewed. If you email that to us, make sure that we are notified on the LMS so that we know to not count you late for your assignment and we have a record of that. And you can add this link to a Word document and submit the document to the LMS, or in the case of emergency, make sure that you email that to us and let us know what's going on. If you create a document in MS Word or PowerPoint, save it as a PDF file to prevent any problems in uploading, and you want to save your file, as we said before, name your file last name, underscore, first name, assignment 2 or A2. You want to go ahead and compress that file into a zip or an RA file and then upload that file to the LMS. And we've got some quick videos here within the instructions on how to compress a file for Mac and compressing a file for PC, whether it's RAR or zip, it won't matter. Just make sure that you do compress your file when you're ready to submit on Sunday. So that is an overall summary of the assignment. If you have any questions about the content of this video or the assignment itself, please reach out to us. If you have any questions about the database, if you're not able to get it to work for you, if you're not able to log into the Connect page, again, reach out to your instructor. We're more than happy to assist you with anything that you need in regards to this assignment this week. And, of course, we do offer one-on-one sessions this week. So if you would like to call, message, or email us to set up a time, we will be more than happy to address any concerns that you might have. Thank you and have a wonderful day.